Alright, so what we've done now that we've cleared all of our storage out as well, the other thing that I've done is we've now equipped our Hailscourge, and after we've leveled that up, it's now level 15. One thing you will notice though is it has 32 damage, and the Executioner's Axe that we had previously has 37 damage. So it doesn't have quite as much damage, but that's fine. We're okay with that. Right, so now that we have prepared ourselves, it's time now to just head on up really quickly to our forward base. Alright, so now that we are at our advanced base, what we can do is head on up to where we need to get to. Now, as we discussed earlier, there's a way to get downstairs, right down that hole there. So, pretty handy little zone. We'll just ignore that flower over there. We don't really need to concern ourselves with that right now. Alright, so we are looking to find a way through Willow Crush somehow, and we need to go over to Diadwin. Now, if we look at the topography map here, if we went down the bottom, we would be too low to get up to that point for Reclaim the Wilderness. And if we want to actually check the exact point for Reclaim the Wilderness, if we send a ping, you see there it's up high, so we've got no choice but to come through here. Now, having had the benefit of already going through this town myself, I can tell you it's quite a big town and there's quite a lot of bad guys in here. If you want to take the time and take them all out, absolutely feel free to do so. But if you don't want to, or if you don't feel like you need to, do what I'm doing, just run on through. You don't need to take them out. There's probably about a dozen bad guys in there, so there's a lot. And they're a little bit higher level than us, so it's up to you. The only thing that, well, the only reason that you may actually want to stop there is if you want to investigate it as a base and a place to set up your home base. You could actually set up a flame altar here in the middle of the bridge if you wanted to, and once you fully expand it, you could have a little bit on this side and a little bit on the other side, or you could just have just all of the zone here in Willow Crush, which has got a lot of really good ruins that you could just build on. Be interesting. And we can see over there there's a peak, so that looks like what we're actually headed for. So we'll make our way over there. Seems we've come across a rat's den here of some description. No. It's a little place with a little bed. So you'll see as you start going throughout the map, there's little ruins everywhere. So, you know, you can pick and choose where you'd like to live. Pick and choose what you'd like to do with each of them. If you want to just explore them, if you want to take a look at them and evaluate whether it's a place you want to live or not. Just above me there you'll see a well. Now that's a pretty handy little addition to a zone. So if you were contemplating sort of taking a look at one of these zones, that may be a bit of a draw card for you. However, as you just saw though, that peg was level 13, so the enemies are quite a high level in each of these zones. And the other little draw card for this zone here as you'll see here, is a resource we haven't come into contact yet with, which is amber. So it may be a draw card for you. It may or it may not. However, amber is not something that's extremely used. It is used a little bit, but not a heck of a lot. So we need to go pretty much left from where we are now. And keep ourselves up high so that we can make our way to that tower. So it's over there. I think it must be this way. There we go. Couple little things over there. Right, so it looks like we're a little bit stuck here. There we are. May have to run around, see if we can find our way there. We have here, there's a little cave of some description there. Maybe that's the way in. Or maybe we can actually just head on around and take a look at the cave entrance first. And get that mission ticked off. And then make our way back to the other one. Maybe that could be the way to go. The cave entrance is just in front of us here. Get our rested buff up while we can. Alright, now, of course, I've just seen above me here that there's a little higher entrance into this cave here. So, as usual, we try and stay high wherever we can. And just found a new resource here as well. Fluorescent mushrooms. It's pretty cool. Always try and keep an eye on those little spider webs there, because spiders do tend to hang out around them. Now you can range this zone if you want to in this region. Doesn't seem like we've got a lot of enemies, but you never know with these zones. Looks like there's not a lot around, and then they just pop out of the woodwork, like right there. So, oh, we've got a nice copper mine in here. So I've got some chests there to loot. Alright, abandoned hunter camp. And it looks like there are quite a few spiders down there, so I think we'll be taking them out at range wherever we can. And we can see something glowing red over there, just to my left. So that may be what we're after. What the heck was that? Oh dear, there's an animal that was randomly glitched into the roof. And that was extremely funny. Lord. Boy, there's a few spiders around here. Oh, it is. A hand spindle. Fantastic. And now we've got spiders everywhere. Good lord, look at them all. And let's just fly over them wherever we can. And just get out of here. We really don't need to be here. Have ourselves a couple of extra little mushrooms on the way. There we go. Piece of cake. Alright, well that ticks off that mission. So now we can just basically head directly behind us. Now the only problem is it's night time. So we're not going to be incredibly safe out here. I've got to hope for not a lot of enemies in this area. But we'll keep our eyes open. One over there. But as you would have seen in the past, even though I have a torch on, their spawn ranges, it's pretty close. So you can basically just skirt around them and they completely ignore you. We have here this. Oh, it looks like another mine. Oh wow, that's a big clay mine, isn't it? Quite interesting. Alright, well, onwards and upwards. So, as we mentioned before, wherever you can, harvest flax. Even if you've got enough to build with it, even if you've got enough to grow it, still harvest it. It's something that's incredibly useful and something you're constantly running out of. So what we're trying to do is stay up high if we possibly can. May even see if we can skirt around the back of this little mountain here to get to that tower. Something I probably should have done when we started, actually. Okay, so what have we got? This could be dangerous. Stay as close to the mountain as we can. Oh, there we go. I think we're in business. Some sort of tower right there. I think this could be what we're after. Nothing up high. Alright, so this is one of the outer towers. Oh boy, what do we got here? What are these big scary things? Let's leave them alone. And here we are, Ancient Spire Revelwood. Fantastic, we made our way here. Now, one thing I mentioned previously, and we should get into the habit, and we should do it here as well, is... oh, there are enemies there, it's not going to like it. Try and build a flame shrine where we can. You'll notice that because we've got enemies close by, it's not letting us build. And also because we're close to existing structures. See, it's kind of redded out. And you'll see there where it's yellow, that's where we can build. So all we're going to do is find a space where it accepts it, and there we go. And if we look on our active flame altars, we've got 3 flame altars active. We've got our original home one, our little stop-off one where we were farming shroud sacks, and this one up here. Right, so now what we need to do is head on over to the Ancient Spire, ignoring that flower. There we go, we're at the Ancient Spire. And we've got a save point here. We'll really quickly check our outer regions here just to make sure there's no lore pages or chests or anything out here. Couple there. Metal sheets, you see? It's always beneficial to loot. Alright, and that'll do us for that. And now we'll go on up and take on the spire.